So I was about to record like a 40-minute video going through all 12 zodiac signs, and then I thought, let's just make a video series. That way I stay consistent and then I update more and you guys have something to look forward to. So let's do that. And this series is going to be called, originally I wanted it to be called things I see on like Instagram and Tumblr about the zodiac signs that are just not true, or things that Tumblr and Instagram taught me about the zodiac signs that just aren't true. And that's a very long video title, so we're just going to be calling this three things people say about Pisces that aren't true. And it's going to be a whole series, and I'll go through all the zodiac signs, and I'm excited, so let's dive in. The first thing people say about Pisces is that they are very detached, like they're very just not that sentimental, or they look forgetful, or they're not all there. And I think that this couldn't be further from the truth. I feel like they are incredibly sensitive and gentle and nurturing to the people that they care about and to the things that they care about, but I think that they have kind of a wall or a barrier up against the world, and I think that's why they like constantly need to go into hiding and have like alone time to recharge and kind of get the energy to go back out and deal with things. I think they get drained easily, and that is why they might come off spacey, or the way they come off maybe sometimes cold. I don't think it's because they don't care. I think that couldn't be further from the truth. I think they definitely care. I just think that they are guarded. They're extremely like guarded, and they just want to protect themselves, because I think a lot of the times Pisces can be really vulnerable very quickly and get burned easily because of this. So if you see a Pisces acting like detached or like they don't care about something, they probably do. They probably just don't want to get drained by overly expressing themselves. They're very all or nothing, and I feel like if they have to kind of pull themselves back at times to protect themselves from getting burnt out. And that is the first thing. And then the second thing about Pisces is that people say they are so emotional, that they're always crying, that, oh, they're a water sign, they're always crying. And kind of back to the first thing that I was talking about, this isn't true. Like, they have a huge barrier up against the world, and I think a lot of the times they come off like very, not cold, but they come off like not as warm as you would assume they would be or want them to be. And again, I think it's just because they're trying to protect themselves. I think that they aren't trying to put themselves in a vulnerable position to get hurt, and I think it's easy for them to be all or nothing. Like, if they're going to care, they're going to care 100%. They're not going to do anything like 50% of the way. They'll just go above and beyond. And I think because of this, they can be kind of skeptical or scared to take a chance, because it's like, if I'm going to commit, it's going to be everything that I have, and I don't know if that's worth it, or I don't know if this is going to be something that benefits me. So it's just constantly that struggle in their head. And the third and last fact about Pisces that people get wrong all the time, and I say this a lot, so this is really not new, especially if you follow me on Twitter, that people say Pisces are just really dumb. They say people that Pisces are just kind of head in the clouds, they're always dreamy, they're so dreamy, because people also say that Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Pisces, if you go off of whole house system, not Placidus. Placidus is the astrological rulership system that says Pisces is ruled by Neptune, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and that Uranus rules over Aquarius. Now, this is a newer study, because back when Ptolemy and all these other astronomers used to study astrology, they didn't discover those planets. So there's years and centuries of people using whole house system, which says that Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, that Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and that wait, what's the third one? Oh yeah, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. And it's just like a longer practiced study, so it's more concrete in my opinion. And I also feel like outer planets, especially since we already kind of use them for generational things versus things that directly impact you. Like inner planets have more significance on who you are, and that's because they're closer to your behavior versus a generational planet, which is an outer planet, affects the world versus you right now. And that is why this might have been perpetuated into this stereotype. And I think that it's easy to be like, oh, Pisces is ruled by this Neptune dreamy planet and they're always asleep. They have their head in the clouds, and that's just really not true. They're incredibly intelligent. They're ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of higher understanding. I mean, Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter. They expand on a all-encompassing knowledge, and I think that they're incredibly intelligent. I just think that they sometimes use not having to waste their energy or waste their efforts on someone by playing dumb. I think it's just like, it's easier for them because if they don't really know if they like you yet, or if they're not that sure about you, they're not going to go all in and, you know, waste their time. I think it's kind of just a time blocker for them. It helps them not feel drained because they feel drained easily. So that is a big stereotype. And then I guess the bonus stereotype is Pisces are not ruled by Neptune, they're ruled by Jupiter. And again, this is my personal belief. You are allowed to like Placidus rulerships over traditional or whole house. You're allowed to pick out which astrological rulership that you believe is more accurate for you, and that's fine. That's your opinion, but this is my personal opinion, so yeah. And overall, I just think we do Pisces a huge disservice. We don't give them the credit that they deserve because Pisces is very focused on details, focused on helping others, focused on wanting to go out of their way to overly accommodate other people's needs versus their own. And I feel like we kind of just act like oh, it's just Pisces with their head in the clouds, or oh, Pisces just that over emotional crybaby, and like there's so much more than that. So maybe like stop reducing people to stereotypes. I don't know. Anyways, that completes this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn the notification bell on if you want my weekly updates, especially for this new series that I'm starting. And comment below and let me know if you think that these things that I said were true. Let me know what you think about the outer planets, inner planets speech I went on, and I will see you in my next video.